Okay,
My
we're
connection really
back.
stinks tonight.
Hello.
Everybody's sounding like robots.
Yeah, I had that a bit as well, but it sort of fixed itself now. But we're back. And
Wow.
are we rested? Should we do watches or...
Yeah,
I assumed
everything's
we would have done our
eerily
watches.
quiet. Um,
Well, if nothing else, I mean, we do have the horrors below ground, but we do have two. We'll say like 1.25 captives.
1.25.
I mean, Buggy Bear's pretty cool. I mean, we've told him like, don't fuck with us, and
And the other guy's dead.
The other
so I
guy's
guess he's a
dead.
quarter of
He
a
exploded
captain.
in the
oh,
fireball.
okay,
Yeah.
never mind. We have a partial captive.
We have Buggy Bear. I'll take watches if we're doing watches.
Yeah, I'll take one.
I always take my 2. So
I'll
Okay,
take
then
one.
kill
I mean,
the
like,
rest
I did take a nap there.
I mean, you can watch with me if you
I mean,
like,
you got-
Ashley.
You got burned really bad, and then you wet your pants got wet, and your gun broke. Maybe you should sleep.
No, yeah, I think no. I want to help Mr. Thrust with his watch. Not that I'm taking his watch. Not that I don't trust him or nothing.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
I always
Are you
welcome
lying?
the company, Wishley.
Can I inside check Wesley?
Yes. Let's see.
19.
he fucking knows.
I don't know what it is, but I know.
You know something.
yeah.
Yeah.
Read the
Mr.
shit out of
Alec,
Wesley.
Yeah, I did kind of piss my pants there because I woke up and I was having a bad day, I'll say that. But then there was a monster in my face and I rolled over, and Buggy Bear's not a monster, but he's kind of scary. And bears aren't monsters either, but that's not a good way to wake up. But anyway,
Yeah, no, it's fine. I wouldn't want to wake up next to that either.
and then I'll lean in close to Alex. It's just like, he's really good at talking. He's not so good at seeing.
That's... I don't know. Anytime he's kept watch, nothing bad has happened.
That's not. Yes, that's what I meant. But you see through that too.
So we'll take first watch.
Okay, yeah, you guys watch, and it's like eerily quiet all through the night. By the time 8 hours pass, it's early morning.
Oh yeah, gonna get
It's
my
still dark
spells
outside.
back.
I would like to talk a little bit to out of character. I'll say Theodore.
Okay.
Oh,
We don't use that name.
Out of character.
We don't use it out of name either. Don't use it.
You can talk to Thrust.
Mr.
Theodore.
Thrust.
Yes, Wishley.
I don't know. I thought you were. I mean, so grand and so confident, and I really don't know how to say this, but after those, I don't know, was it a test or was it deities? But after knowing more about you, I don't want to say you're not impressive because I'm still very impressed, but I don't know. Like I think we're more the same than I thought we were. I'm not trying to. Enough. Did you know what I mean? I mean, like.
Yeah, I mean, of course, Wishley. Well, I mean, I'm the same Thrust. Nothing is really different. What I told you is my background is different. I mean, I don't know what to say, really. I had a teacher, okay? Her name was Madame Sursica. She would always say, never meet your heroes, because they'll always let you down. Because everyone's a normal person, you know? Like, I'm Thrush the Sharp, and that's my persona. That's who I want people to remember. But really, I'm just a regular guy like you are. But to everybody that doesn't know me, I want them to think of me as a hero. Because there's no real heroes, Wesley. It's not how the world works.
I disagree with that.
Well-
Because I mean, like I was so impressed with you, and I don't know, you just seemed so. I mean, at least for me, unapproachable.
Like I said, Wesley, nothing has changed, and I like give him like a glare in terms of like I'm impressive, mofo.
No, but you don't understand what I'm saying. It's
I
just
clearly don't. What are you trying to say?
I mean, people hate me for what I look like, and I mean, I know a lot of people don't really like orcs either, but you just wear it, and I thought that was so admirable, and kind of, I don't know, saying saying that was part of you too, and I'm not saying that it does affect you, but it did maybe. I'm making a mess of this.
I
could
think
you
I understand.
help me do that too?
Do you know why I am so proud of being an orc and why I do the things that I'm doing right now?
I don't know, but because people don't like you when they look at you.
Short of
Oh.
the
Whoa.
shitty of Ix. I just completely moved by it. The shitty of Ix is a very progressive place. There are all manner of creatures that live there, Wesley, but nobility is mostly human. I am sort of an outcast in the nobility of the city. People don't look at me and see a noble. I'm not a noble birth. They see orcs as savages. They see them as these creatures that have invaded another land and taken it and stolen it. I'm doing this because I have to. I can't be seen as what they see me as. And that's their problem, not mine. I'm going to make them and everybody know what I can be. And hopefully help my people by doing it. I don't know if that helped with your question or whatever. I own who I am because I know who I am.
But I do too, and
I mean, I wasn't bullied and I certainly wasn't attacked by people like you were. But they didn't accept me either, Wesley. That's something that we can at least have in common. But when people are like that, you just say, fuck them. You know? Who cares? You're very interesting and very smart and very worthwhile person. Nobody can take that away from you, Wesley.
but they don't see it. They just see this. What I'm saying is,
I grab
I
Wesley
disagree
by like
with
I grab him by like the
how-
collar and I like Wesley,
Well,
you have to make them see it. Make them
that's
see
what I'm
it.
asking for help with. I would really feel more comfortable if I had pants on.
Well, I didn't realize you didn't have pants on, but that's another story. Yeah,
That disguise
Wesley,
self would have worn off by now.
Wesley,
I still have my bedroll over me, but I'm a lot less hairy.
I I like you a lot, Wesley. I think you're a great person. If I can help you in any way, please just ask. If you want me
I
to
think
help
I'm okay,
you,
but
well, no,
Yes,
like
yes,
in terms
please.
of being more confident or showing people that you're this badass, I can help you with that. I feel like.
I don't know about that. But all right, a hypothetical.
Mm-hmm.
Someone sold you armor, and you were super impressed with them. I mean, they're a master craftsman, and like you can relate to that. But they sold you something that was like kind of cursed, and it kind of almost killed you a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
What would you do about that?
Oh, I would give them hell. I'd go in there, I'd wreck up their shop, maybe throw their armor around, scare them a whole bunch, make them respect me, make them give me a
But
refund.
wouldn't that play into like some sort of like stereotype? I mean about like tieflings, not orcs. I mean about us just being like, I'm bad.
No, it's not like you're doing this for no reason. This just because you're doing something that is a stereotype doesn't mean it's not deserved. I mean, I don't care about those kinds of things. You might, but
But doesn't that just kind of prove the point, though? I mean,
If
like you're
people-
not talking about hurting.
no, I
mean,
wouldn't.
like-
I wouldn't
like
hurt him.
physically.
I would I would like throw his shop around, maybe threaten him a little bit until. Well, it depends on how he acted. To be honest, like that armor almost killed you, Wesley. You should go in there, and you should demand respect. You should.
That's my problem, really. I mean, like, I've only gotten really angry a couple of times, and you
It's
see
not
what
about getting
that
angry.
does to me.
You know, it's not getting
and that-
angry, Alex. Not Alex, sorry. Wesley, you cannot get angry in times like that. That's the worst time to get angry.
I can see that. I agree.
Yeah, I never get angry ever. People say things to me and I just let it slide. It never affects me whatsoever. And
Wesley needs an insight check.
I mean, I'm not trying to deceive you, but I'm
No,
definitely
like you're not rolling a
No.
deception check.
Yeah,
that's thrust.
you've
but,
seen-
like, that's not really true.
Also, a lot of this advice I'm giving you is probably not good advice. This is what Thrust would tell you. Just so you know. Yeah, no. Thrust clearly doesn't think that he gets angry at all, ever. He thinks he's very cool and calm in the moment.
I mean, what? Have you ever gotten angry?
I mean, sometimes, you know...
What does that look like? Are you still holding me by the collar without thinking
Oh,
about
no,
it?
no, I've let go. Well, it doesn't happen often, Wesley. I honestly don't know. I'm pretty cool-headed.
Well, what does that look like?
Cool-headed? Just like right now, when I'm talking to you. And I'm like, got big tusks, just like frowny brow.
I mean, it's just I might have been raised differently than you, but you did kind of pick me up by the collar, and I'm not wearing no pants, and I definitely felt vulnerable.
Well, that's passion. That's not anger. I think you're a good person, Wesley, and I need you to understand that. So what you do is you use passion to make people understand things.
Well, I am pretty sore about that armor because that was really some bullshit.
Well, maybe I can give you some tips on how to exact your, not revenge, but basically get what you're due. We could go talk to this guy, or you could talk to him, and I could give you some pointers on how to maybe convince him to see things your way.
Well, I will admit I did think about like sneaking up on him and putting the armor on him because he made it like that facet right there, and I'm like showing him it's really easy to put on. Like if I just slipped it over him and threw him to the floor and put my gun next to him and shot it, and if it hit him, it's not really my fault. But that feels that feels wrong to me still. And what you're saying is
That's definitely
not me.
wrong. Definitely don't do that, Wesley.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
I'm very confused.
Well, I'm being very clear, to be honest. So we'll just work on it. How about that? We've got some time until we go back there. I mean, we'll be walking through the woods for a while. So yeah,
Okay.
I'll give you some pointers on how
Okay,
to have gravitas.
So you're saying I should be not angry, but I should be sore, but I should never get angry and don't hurt people, but destroy their property.
No, but like I said, we'll get there. We will get there, Wesley. And if things don't work out, I can always talk to him for you if you're not feeling up to it at the time.
Gets angry with a smile. He's saying, beat the crap out of him with a smile every moment.
It's funny that you brought this up because I know exactly what Thrust is going to say in the situation if he ever is asked to confront this dude.
you're definitely on board, but I like to think Gilbert just chimes in his sleep. He's been traveling with Rust for a while, and he just like wakes up for a little bit, chimes in. He's just like says that in character. I don't know if that's fair.
Think
Alex
there's-
just sneaks up behind the two of them and kind of taps them both on the head. You two should go to sleep now. You're really noisy. I'm gonna take watch.
I will leave Alex. Was that good advice?
No, not really.
I don't know what I should do. I'm so confused. This is
You should.
the worst day. This is the worst day. I don't. I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, you do that. You two thrust. Picking up people who aren't wearing pants isn't really. You probably shouldn't do that either.
Probably.
I
not.
will like take my pants by the fireplace and put them on.
I want to check on my spider egg before we go to bed.
Okay.
You're still asleep because you haven't been woken for your watch.
Oh, I just realized they were on the watch.
Yeah, well, technically,
I was
also Alex
doing
wouldn't have heard any of
something.
that.
So
But he is proficient in sleeping,
Yeah.
so I would assume he would know when to wake up for his watch.
He's
Oh, yeah.
proficient.
You
in
guys
sleep.
weren't quiet enough. Alex got annoyed.
Okay. I mean, yeah. I already told you that. Like. you
Yeah,
guys-
we're fine. Is the egg hatched?
Oops. The egg is just about to hatch. You think maybe, tomorrow or. Yeah, you feel like it's really close.
Okay.
Nice.
So get pumped.
I'm ready to nurse spider babies.
Are you?
Yes.
That would hurt your nipples, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
No,
I was
not
about to say.
Guys,
Guys.
They're not mammals,
Mammalian.
guys.
I should know better.
I couldn't help myself. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Simon.
You're not actually sorry.
No, I'm not. But that's what you say in these sits.
Oh God, I've ruined Brian. Brian's
You
the
broke
best
Brian.
person in this group,
Nice
and we
work,
have
Will.
ruined Brian.
You broke Brian.
Oh, let's rename this whole campaign to Breaking Brian. Dun, 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 dun.
I veto that.
Also vetoed.
That's
means
not a
it's
majority.
voted in.
I agree.
Glad we're all on the same page.
All right. Shall
So
we?
uneventful night.
Yeah.
Get some XP. Go kill some more shit.
Oh, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
to be fair, Lyra can have
1800
a spider mode.
1600 each.
1800.
1800.
Wee, that's nice.
One
You killed a lot of things.
1800. Awesome.
2,100 to go.
You said 1800, right?
That puts me at 11,900.
Yep, that's where I'm at.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too. So we're almost there. Woohoo!
Yeah, 2,000.
So should we go check out that door upstairs now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I assume it's the next morning,
Well,
or you guys just
does Lyra want to check on the egg during her watch?
She did.
I did.
Oh, my bad.
Remember, I made the nursing joke.
Beam us up, Jim.
Well, no, I like that's why I kind of stopped listening because that was funny.
And which way to the door? I forgot which way the door was at.
Beam us up, Scotty.
Yeah, is there any way you can take us there, Jim? Oh, there it is.
I'm working on it.
Sorry.
Don't move your shit.
Oh.
Beam us there, Jim.
There we go. Whatever.
Where's Buggy Bear?
Buggy Bear. Before we go up, I'm like, Buggy Bear, would you like to come with us, or do you want to stay here?
He just kind of looks at you. He looks around like he has a choice. Like he's trying to say like, do I have a choice? With
Of
his face.
course. You want to stay down here?
I mean,
He
you
like
can
looks
go,
down.
but
Is he in chains or something?
No.
No.
He's
No.
Buggy Bear can do what he wants.
You
We
can
love
go,
Buggy
but
Bear.
like we
Well,
like you. We'll help take care of you.
If Buggy Bear, we like you. If you want to go, you don't seem very happy right now. If you want to go, you can go. But whatever you do, don't go into that building that we tied your dead friends into because they might be undead and they might kill you.
Holy shit.
He looks at you like, you killed my friends and family.
Well, they're
and you
your
will not be
family.
your friend.
Wesley kind of like Thrust's level of respect. I mean, he's still respected, but his trust level with Wesley drops like 3 points. Oh yeah, you're
We didn't.
Mr. Thrust. That's kind of that makes it sound like a monster.
Well, no, I'm saying don't go in there because they will kill him. They're undead now.
Oh, I checked my bag of rat.
Yep.
Your bag of rat.
That is shit, and it's starting to smell. It smells real bad.
Hold on to it, Wesley. Maybe it needs 2 days.
But we're gonna go
That's-
upstairs, Buggy Bear,
happened.
and you seem very sad. I'm sorry that we killed all of your friends and your family. They also tried to kill us, so I'm not really feeling too bad about it. We like you. If you want to stay with us, you can. But if not, you're more than welcome to go on your way. And we will respect your decision. But we'll be
Wesley will hang back when everyone leaves and give him 2 of his choicest rations, like some really nice dried fruit, and give him a sack and say, if you do want to go, and I don't want you to go, like I like you, but here's a sack too, and if you dig under the moldy grain, there's better stuff. Like it's not safe to travel alone, and we'll look out for you. And I'll pat him on like against the hip, because he's a tall guy, and just walk away.
Okay, so as you guys go upstairs, he like is downstairs.
Yeah, we're just leaving him. He can do
Alright,
what
so
he wants.
he's just standing there.
He's
as
never
you
been a
leave the room.
prisoner, Jim. And how dare you
That's
make
that's
it...
bullshit, and you know it. You had him tied up before. You had him tied up before. He's never been a prisoner, my ass.
Okay, maybe for a bit he was a prisoner.
I mean, he was an ally, but an untrusted ally.
Yeah.
So the door is at the top of the stairs, which Thrust cannot find for the life of him.
Yeah, I can't remember where it was.
Oh.
I'm really bad at
Oh,
finding things.
Nobody tell him.
Wait, is it
I
here?
will tell Buggy Bear that there's an armory, and if he does
thought it was
leave, arm himself.
I thought it was in front of us where Alex is.
Oh, he shouldn't attack people if he arms himself.
No, I mean, like, traveling alone in these woods.
Yeah, you'd die. Oh, is it right here?
Yeah, we should have
It's right
convinced
there.
him to be my new mount.
I really thought about it.
So you get to the door, and it's very ornate, overly ornate, as I described before, with lots of carvings. What would you like to do?
Open it.
Open it with the key.
You stick the key in the lock.
I will
And,
try out the key. Not really
Obvious
expecting
trap.
much.
Obvious trap.
You stick the key in the lock, and as you turn,
Nothing
another
happens.
fireball. No,
This
No,
time.
the-
Wrong
lock-
key, motherfucker.
the lock
Yeah.
clicks, and
Oh.
the door swings open.
Oh, that key actually worked.
by itself. Awesome.
I pull out my
Automatic
rapier just
door,
in case.
guys.
Rapier and my shield.
And I have my lance out, so I'm all set. Guys, it's an automatic door. They should make these more often. They make good. They do good in taverns.
Oh. So I guess walk in the room. Super intricate door has been defeated.
God damn it. We need a caster and a thief. God damn it.
I think
My
that's why
backup
they-
character's
I
a
think
rogue.
that's why they make an arcane caster. I'm sorry, an arcane trickster.
All right.
Yeah, it's not much of a.
What is this bullshit in here?
What's this?
What is the... Bleh.
I
No
bet you the door
treasure.
for this-
What did you think was gonna be on the other side?
Thrust is
Gold.
appalled. Books. Gross.
I'm gonna start looking through this stuff.
Wesley steps in and, like,
Cast and
music
cast
starts
of
playing.
molasses.
Dun 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 dun. Like he's just like, oh fuck, I found an actual library.
I'm kind of waiting for there to be like a note saying, "Haha, you found it, sucker."
So yeah, guess start looking through things. Check out the left side of the room with the desk or whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to check out this little cover thing
Thrust.
here that I'm on.
Thrust is just
Thrust
sitting outside the
leaves, 'cause
door
he doesn't
playing
want
his
books.
lot. I'm just playing my loot.
I'm gonna look through the books.
Sitting in the hallway. Super bored.
Wesley will assist Lyra with looking through the books and then check the bed.
I
Okay.
still think Lyra
Okay.
should play the lyre.
One
So
thing at a
Lyra
time.
and Wesley are checking books. I'm checking the left side over
Alright.
here with the
Lyra,
desk or whatever.
Lyra make a,
And Gilbert
make a-
is
Yeah, I'm aware. We're gonna do one thing at a time.
16.
As you look through the
But
books,
I'm assisting.
Yeah, 16.
that's
Yeah,
why it's a
16.
16.
as you look through the books,
Oh,
you see there's one that seems to stick out, but it's not on the bookshelf. It actually is over on one of the things over here. It's obvious to everyone in the room
Ah,
that this book is particularly interesting. Mostly interesting about this book is that it is not finished. It's clear that they were writing it still.
So it's a journal.
Well, you don't know that. Maybe they were writing a real book. Oh, Thrust is suddenly interested, huh?
No, I just wanted to see what you think. I want to see what you think. Ben
yeah,
is interested.
okay.
Thrust is
Yeah.
not interested.
There it is. Okay, so yeah, so the books on this shelf are very similar to the ones you saw before. Downstairs, throughout the, like, you can't read any of them. They're not helpful.
but these
Yeah.
are unburned, right?
They're not burned.
Okay.
We could change that.
You could change that. But then over here, whoever is investigating this thing,
Yeah.
you notice that the book is unfinished. It seems like they were leaving the ink on that page to dry, and like they're not sure, like they weren't done writing it. So it says on that page, the title is, and this is old common, but you can tell it has something to do with the amulet. Now, you guys can't read some of the other books, but this one is newer than the other books. Oh, I
Whoa.
didn't really.
God damn it, Brian.
I didn't do anything.
Gilbert knocked everything over.
Brian,
Hey, I told you I
I
was.
know you. I know you. I know you're putting ice in.
What? The last part broke off.
I know you're putting ice in your drink.
Oh yeah, I can't have. I need more. You know, I'm just getting so bored with you guys looking through this. I'm just going through this cabinet, throwing stuff everywhere, across the room. I'm like, dang it, where's the drinking hat?
Gilbert's like, oh fuck, sweet, an ice chest.
Gilbert, I don't really think you'll find anything you'll really find interesting in here. Maybe you should go keep Trust company. He seems kind of bored in the hallway.
Gilbert
Oh,
likes throwing
okay.
stuff around though.
Walk out here to Thrust and like, Thrust, let's close the door and lock it.
Doesn't Alex have the key?
But I only saw a keyhole from this side.
But he could open it
Yeah,
from.
because the door
Nobody-
opened in.
But we can.
No one tell him. Okay,
Yeah.
so regarding this book, who wants to try to decipher what it says?
I'll go through it for a bit
let-
since I was standing by it.
Let Gilbert do it. I'm sure it's written down in halfling.
Well,
Okay.
to be fair, if I see someone reading a book and confused, I'd probably go over there. And I did kind of mess around with a book in a similar language.
Alex has been doing the same thing.
With or without pictures?
Fucking Brian. Okay.
It's not the Halfling Sutra.
Okay, so you guys are both deciphering this book, and you
Okay.
think that it will take some time for you to decipher it, but you find that it's probably very promising. It seems to be detailing how to use it.
Well, it seems like we'll need a little bit to really get through this. Is there anything else in the room of note?
There is.
So just keep looking around. Look at the desk where Gilbert was fumbling.
Okay, Lyra, you do find a book that is particularly interesting. It seems a bit newer than some of the others around it, and that's what draws you to you. Draws you
Okay.
the title seems to uh, infer that it is some sort of combat guide. It seems untouched, like it was never read. Very dusty. And its title says the Apocrypha, which makes it sound kind of like it's about like magic, but you can tell by the binding and like some of the words that you're catching that it has something to do with combat. It's something that you would have to take some time to read.
Can you type in
through.
those words? Agron.
Yeah, I don't know if this is supposed to translate to something else, but it does something in particular. So.
Agan. Okay. Thank you.
I'm pretty sure that translates to 12 easy ways to use a lance.
It's an impressive librum bound in silver plates and locked. But there's a key, like slung around a small thread, hung from the binding. So it's like the thread is placed in the binding, and there's a key, like the key is attached to the book.
Okay.
There's also a couple of smaller things around the room that you'll notice. I'm just going to paste them because they're not particularly interesting.
And it was the handwritten book about the amulet that's in old writing, correct?
Yes. This is stuff you find around the room. The leather bracers, although it says 25 GP, are pretty rotten and they're probably not worth anything.
Alright, I won't even add them.
Yeah. And you find a strong box, which is easily popped open. It's not like heavily locked, and it has that inside of it for monies. And it seems that upon rummaging through this person's goods, that you see that it is a particular person. The book that she was writing is titled it's like the title is missing, but her name is on it. Let me look it up. I have it in there somewhere. My roommates are home, ready to make a fuck ton of noise.
Is it missing or magicked away or magicked in?
The title
The
is
book
just not
just
there,
wasn't
like it was
finished.
never titled yet.
Okay.
The wizardess's name was Hilia Gary, which I will give you if you want it. And it appears she was well trained and was studying the amulet. She was responsible for its continued functioning. There's a half-written book, as I've described, on the scribe's desk inside the room. The book specifies some things about the amulet, but you can't tell anything yet. You're going to have to take some time. But you do see that the amulet is called the Amulet of Celestial Light.
Oh,
And as you already know, it has a magical word of divination.
yeah.
One other thing you can glance from it is that it seems to only be able to be utilized by those who are true of heart and seek to defend what is right. Additionally, there is a slip of paper on one of the desks which has only one word on it. And it's like tucked away inside one of the desks, like in a drawer. And the word just translates. It's in some sort of like magic arcane writing or whatever, but it translates to just fly.
Does it look like a scroll?
It's not a scroll.
Damn it.
It's just a slip of paper.
Now, there is some old common being thrown around here. Is this,
This is
to
not
use
uncommon.
common parlance? Is this like fly, like take wing, or like GTFO?
Fly like to fly in the air.
Okay, just gonna silently read the word out while looking at the note. It's an interesting thing to find.
Okay. Nothing happens
Probably
when you
some
say it out
meaning.
loud.
Then it's kind of just one of those things like, okay, that's weird. Just read it to yourself.
And is that
Yeah,
old
I
common
moved
or common common?
A slip of paper is not in common. It's in some sort of like arcane language that people who are magic users know how to read.
Can I do a history for the name of Hilya Gary?
Sure.
Nope.
You don't know shit about Hilly Gary.
Hilya Gary was a man.
Are you guys done in there yet?
No, we're
Lastly,
just starting.
Oh,
you're almost done.
Yeah, Wesley
Don't-
wants to read through every book that's there before we leave.
but
There's
they don't
so
have
many.
any pictures.
There's lastly a couple more things that you're gonna get. There's some spell scrolls in the room, in a little like scroll
Lockbox?
tube. Yeah, like a scroll
Cool.
tube, and you pull off the end, and inside there's a few spell scrolls, very well preserved. You guys will need to take some time as well to identify these, but you will be able to identify them. You can tell they're familiar enough.
How many
just
spell
need to
scrolls, sorry?
There is two spell scrolls.
2 spell
awesome.
scrolls.
You also get 2 potions of healing, which look old as hell, but yeah, maybe they'll still work.
They should still work.
You identify them
Watch-
immediately as potions of
watch
healing
their
based off of
poison.
the label on the potion.
Sure, who wants the potions?
I'll take one.
I still have
I-
one left, so
I insist that Alex takes one.
Yeah, Alex, you should probably take one. You're always
me?
in the front lines.
But I can heal myself if I really need to.
Well,
When
no,
I-
And yet
no,
we
I
were
mean,
pulling
like,
your
that's
dead
why it's
corpse
important.
away yesterday. It doesn't matter. Drink the potion.
that's-
Have the potion.
I don't.
Yes, I am being assertive, and you should. I agree.
So this is just a normal potion of healing.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
And there's nothing else. Just a couple of books, the slip of paper, the items, the gold, the spell scrolls, and the potion.
Anything that told
2
us how
potions.
to, how to bring the griffin to life?
There was a note with the word fly on it, but that's really it.
Try saying it to the griffin.
Take out the griffin and go, fly! And in half an hour, go, fly! Mm.
I mean, it wasn't really written out as in common fly. It was like arcane word. Here, you could look at the note yourself.
Can we say the word that it says?
I take the note and I show it to the griffin, like, do this!
I'll say fly in the language, if I can understand it.
You can, but nothing happens when you say it.
I don't think that's it, Garlet, unfortunately.
So I put the piece of paper and the griffin into my pouch.
Okay.
Okay, so
And
Wesley,
what was the
he walked
proper
into
name
this
of the
room.
talisman, Jim?
The Amulet of Celestial Light.
Okay. And that about does it for the room.
Okay, but when Wesley walked into this room, and while all of this was happening, he's like, "Whoa, books!" But then immediately goes to like turn the bed over, kind of tap the base of all the bookshelves, and look at the desk pretty well.
Okay.
Is there any check I need to make?
To look at a desk.
Well, I mean, like I'm like doing the precursory,
You're
looking
over the
for secret
books?
compartments.
Oh, you're looking for secret.
Yeah, and then I'll do the book check.
Okay, investigation. You don't find any secret compartments or anything like that.
I was like breezing through it because the books.
You can't really read most of those.
Well, you only read one, but
They're all
I
very much in the
will like
same language.
just browse through, and any book that seems interesting, either historically, quasi-religiously. I mean, it's not like I don't want to find like Drow Bibles, but if I do find one of those, I'll take it.
So you're looking
mechanical
for
Drow
books-
Bibles in like history or like high fantasy, because Wesley gets off on that.
So, like, as you're looking through, you realize that, like, these books are so old that the person who lived in this room a long time ago must have also been old, like, at that time, right? And they would have been old books to them. Like, these are old tomes, like, that were old tomes at the time when the other book was written. Does that make sense? Like, they're
now
so old that they're old twice.
So now they're ancient tomes.
Yeah, basically. They're basically ancient tomes. And, like, you really are not going to get anything out of them that you're going to be able to.
I really inspect the books, and I peruse through a couple of them, flipping through, and I turn to the group and I say, "You guys, Barnabas is gonna love these." I mean, I mean, like, he teaches people, right? He loves knowledge, and this is, wow, this is some really old stuff. I might have damaged the books just flipping through them type old.
Yeah, well, we could leave them here, and he could come and get them himself. Wesley, it's a long way, and they're heavy.
Well, I mean, like, do we really? I mean, like,
What's
Buggy
your
Bear,
thing?
he kind of showed up because he was with the party, right? I mean, like, there's a lot of different parties that touch base with here. I mean, like, don't we want to, like, burn down the walls or something?
And take
but
as
if
many
there's-
books as you want, Wesley. I refuse to carry any myself,
But
but they all look pretty useless to me.
If they're so
Um,
fragile, can they travel?
Mr. Thrust, you want books written about you, is that right? It would be very, odd. Like, he's, like, not doing great on his check. Very odd that, like, with all the books that will be written about you, that you don't respect older books. I mean, like if you don't do that, what's the whole point? Because books will be written about you, right? You gotta respect that because stuff.
That wasn't very convincing, Wesley.
Yeah, Wesley, I don't really care too much about books.
Should we go check on those guys tied up to see if they turned into zombies?
Yeah.
I will take what I think are the most important / valuable books from a precursory but intensive look.
All right, take as many as you want.
Should we close the door before we leave?
As many as
we
I
can.
want. Does 7 sound like a good amount?
7's a lot.
We've already got a lot of shit. Just
Yeah.
so you guys know.
no, like I'm doing from this room. This room seems important.
Our group loot is getting insane. Just so you guys know.
No, this is going into my loot.
I want to check out our.
No, but like we're sharing
Yeah,
the
but
loot.
in
We're
theory,
carrying.
the group lot is the
fuck.
group
Yeah,
is
like
very
we
bad.
have
Yeah.
just in gold, like just in
It's-
copper, we have 7,500 copper. That shit
Yeah,
gets
we're-
heavy.
All right,
We're getting
this
heavy.
is what you get for
Okay,
not
where's
enslaving
this-
Buggy Bear.
Where does it say that at? Because at the very top it says we have plus 180 copper.
If you go down to the bottom, we'll show you the total.
All right,
Oh,
I will
it's
take
at the
3.
bottom. Oh,
I
It's
will
a
take
ledger.
3.
It's a ledger.
The 3
Oh wow, yeah.
history check, best books.
Oh, I see. You
Okay.
haven't added all this up together. Okay, yeah, we have a lot of copper.
I
Hell,
could
a
I
lot
could
of-
carry all of the gold and copper and stuff, and I wouldn't be overweight.
You pick the 3 best books as far as you can tell. They look a little bit nicer, or maybe they look a little bit bigger, or maybe they look a little bit.
Well, I mean, I'm not doing it off of size or quality. Like Wesley's a nerd. Come on.
I mean,
No one's arguing.
yeah, that's fine. You pick 3 books to your liking.
Let's go check out these guys, see if they're dead still. As we go through, I'm also going to check on Buggy Bear to see if he's still there.
And check the bag of rats. Or rat.
We
So
checked
as
out,
you-
it was
We
still
found
dead.
an iron chime. That's cool.
As you walk down the stairs,
Buggy Bear ambushes us with 15 other goblins.
If Buggy Bear is getting eaten by a fucking rock grub worm thing, there'll be hell to pay, Jim. I'll railroad this campaign quicker than you can think.
Buggy Bear is nowhere to be found.
That's okay. That he's got his
Oh
his
my
own
gosh.
plans.
But I will say, while we leave this castle, I will see if there's a new, like if good grain has been dug out.
In the silo.
Oh, and as we go outside of the of this castle, if nobody minds, Gilbert's gonna put on the feathered mask and just wear it for fun.
Okay.
I don't think anyone minds.
All yours, buddy.
He just wears it, just going around like, ha ha.
Wesley will probably kick you when you come around the corner. Hey! Oh, Gilbert, I'm so sorry. You look like a monster.
I don't
That's
say
rude.
anything as I stare at him and start laughing.
That noise.
Okay. Well, oops. Yeah, you're like over here, whatever. You want to go outside and check the stuff outside?
Yeah.
Yeah,
see
we,
if
we
the-
want to check on the dead people. See if they're living and thriving and wanting to eat our brains.
You go outside, and as you go down, the Buggy Bear's not there.
I keep on following Wesley going, "Forgot! Forgot!"
What are these three? Are they dead?
Trying to see if
Oh my
I can
God.
scare him again.
Wesley is running away from this and trying to talk to Lyra. Can you see if he just left or did something bad happen? I assume he left.
I can't move my token. I can't see it through the. For some reason, the dynamic lighting's not letting me.
Oh.
You're way down in the middle of the center hole. You're moving?
I'm
I'm not
moving.
moving.
Fire can never see her token.
It's horrible. My computer hates me. Everything technology-wise hates me.
This is
So
a
are
web
you-
browser. You should not be having trouble.
So are you like John Grant from Jurassic Park?
I
Your
found
sister
it.
kill you throughout the night or something?
Have you like not Have you not updated your Chrome for like 3 years or something?
I can't update it. I can't. It won't let me delete things off of it. So I don't
No.
have enough space to update it, and I
Your
don't know how to do any
GPU
of this stuff.
It's so old
Oh.
you can't update it.
Tim, please
know
help
that
her.
That feeling.
No, it's not so old I can't update it. I don't have any free space, and I can't figure out how to delete things, uninstall
How much
things.
porn do you have on your hard drive, woman?
Someone needs to help her.
Yeah, you should,
Yeah,
you should learn how to
it's
delete
like-
things.
How much porn
The
do
fact that you
have?
can't even update Chrome is like that you have no space. You have literally used all of
I
that.
have no space, and like all I have on my thing is Skype and Spotify, and that's it. That's all I have.
That's
No,
shenanigans.
like,
That doesn't
My
make
old
sense.
laptop was so old it wouldn't update.
This is only like
Enough.
a year old. This isn't
Ow.
even a year old. I got this right before I started playing D&D in
What did you
general.
put on it?
Now, my question is,
Nothing.
it may be new for you, but was it old for the last guy you got it from?
I didn't get it from someone. I brought it brand new. It's a Chromebook.
Okay.
It's
No.
a Chromebook. Okay,
It's
now we're getting
super
somewhere.
bad.
Now that makes sense. Okay.
What's a Chromebook? I've never heard of that.
It's a really cheap, dinky laptop type thing that doesn't have even a disk drive. That is
Chromebooks
what that is.
are
Oh.
not dinky or cheap.
They're dinky and cheap.
No.
There's like
Mine
$200
was
ones.
dinky. Yeah, that's what
Holy
I got.
shit,
The $200
I am way out of
dinky and
date.
cheap.
Yeah, there's a $2,000 Chromebook, but there's also a 200.
I got the 200 one,
Yeah.
obviously. It
Anyway,
doesn't like me.
You're
yeah,
supposed to lie and put one more zero on
It all makes
so we
sense
can
now.
get
It likes your budget.
it loves your budget.
I'm
so
poor. Leave me alone.
It's okay.
I know the feeling.
So what's up next? What are you guys doing?
We're
Your
checking to see
bodies
if
are
these
dead.
guys-
Buggy Bear's
I'm
nowhere to be found.
Running
JK.
around
Nope.
trying to scare Wesley again.
So they're still dead.
They're dead.
I will say, the second time you do this, I want some sort of percentage check on if I shoot you.
I've done it like 4 times already, man. I've been following around going, "Ah!"
I'm sure Wesley would know by now who it is.
At that point, I'm just like, Gilbert, all right, like, I keep saying this, but this is a really bad day. I don't want to shoot
This
you.
is a
Stop
different
doing
day.
that. Stop doing that. Like, I don't want to shoot you, because if I shoot you, this will be the worst day. I don't want to be Lyra.
Yesterday was the worst day, though.
Shoot
Not
you.
every day can be the
Okay.
worst day.
Use you.
I'm sorry, Wesley. and
If I
go and
shoot a
give
friend,
Wesley
that
big
would be a
hug.
terrible day.
Wes, I look sad. I apologize, and I go in there and give you a big hug.
I'm just glaring at Leslie at this point.
So
I've been
should
throwing
we?
my name
Oh.
around like 3 times.
I'm sorry. I criticized you. I look at Thrust for validation.
I just glare at him.
Wesley assumes that's like, yes, assert yourself. I'm sorry I criticized you for shooting everybody in the back. That's really fucked up.
Not
Actually-
everybody.
Technically,
She hasn't shot me.
Technically, she shot everybody in the butt.
I haven't been
I mean,
shot.
that's the back. I mean, like, you have not shot the healer, which makes me... I look at Thrust again. He's still glaring. Which makes me think that that's intentional? I mean, like, why would you not shoot the healer but everyone else? That's kind of fucked up. And I look at Thrust for, like, total
Are you
validation.
I
Are you
just
saying
like,
she should shoot me?
Wesley, I have a very important question for you, Wesley. This is very important. When you stand up, what happens to your lap? I mean, when you sit down, you have a lap. When you stand up, you have legs. Where's it go?
it's a fair question,
Yes,
Wesley.
yeah, asked
Brian, how much
questions like
weed are you
that.
smoking?
None. But I was watching a show where the person was insanely high when he asked that question. It's hilarious,
So
and every now and then, for no reason, I put it into a conversation. Like,
so
what happens to your lap? You stand up, it disappears. Where's it go?
so shooting people aside, should we leave and go back to Barnabas, or should we go in the caves below us?
Finish off the little beasties. Well,
Yeah. Let's finish off the beasties.
well,
I like the rest idea.
no, I was just saying that was one of the options. We never,
Oh.
like, we were told to stop the Goblin Menace. That's what we've done. We don't have to go down there. We might never ever come back here. Barnabas might never
Wesley,
come here.
Will
We can just
very
leave.
poignantly but quietly say, but there's something worse here, isn't there?
I mean, I don't know. We don't really know all that much of what's under
Well,
us.
what
We
if
didn't
what's-
get to go that far.
Whatever's happening here, it's completely tied to the pendant, the thing around your neck. I don't think
Wesley hyperventilates and he goes into the yellow room, the other room with the tied up dead people, with his pistol drawn.
Okay.
Well, Wesley's being quite dramatic right now. I don't know what is happening. I should have had a talked to him
May-
last night, and now he's gone a bit
Maybe I gave
crazy.
him one too many, but maybe
Maybe we
that's
should
a-
just leave him alone for a bit. But
I bust open the door with my pistol out. Are there things writhing around in the undead hammock?
But we
we
already
already
checked that.
we already
Things.
checked
They're
that.
dead.
They're dead.
God damn it!
They checked that a while ago.
Yeah, that's why
God
we're
damn it!
leaving.
I am sorry. I am
That's okay.
sorry. I was like,
I would
what?
just think Wesley's crazy. It's okay.
Wesley
Well-
is not doing great. Maybe we should just leave.
Well, my worry is, what if the problem of the goblins is happening from the cave down there? I mean,
I
What
don't.
if-
Gilbert, you just want to kill things.
those things.
I know you very well. I mean,
Well, the worms do have to die. I mean, come on.
and we did leave your sword down there, correct?
Yeah, but I got another one. It's not. It doesn't glow as well. I just take out my non-glowing longsword.
I'd be happy to go down there and try to get the sword back, but I mean, we've been gone for at least a week. We should probably head back soon, unless they
Okay.
think we're dead.
I-
What does everyone think? I'm probably on the fence. I'm happy to stay, but I'm happy to go. What do you think, Alex, Lyra, Wesley?
Well, I don't necessarily know if there's anything with those caves, but if there's this item with Drows symbology on it, it might just be a really long route into the Underdark, and I don't want to go there.
And,
But isn't Lyra a guide for the
Excuse me.
Underdark?
Yes, but I am not too keen to return at the moment.
well,
I
that's,
can't see down there.
what do you think, Wesley? We've got 2 for, 1 against.
Bad sneeze. Okay. Well, Alex has been mentioning about that ring, right? And we don't know how far that tunnel goes. There's some really bad stuff there. I don't know. I feel like if that was them, the Underdark, so to say, having it there, that would have broken through that little door. I thought it was very stout, but it wasn't. That would have gone through there a long time ago. But if it was a guard against whatever's past that, that's really bad. And if there's something from the Underdark there, that sounds bad. I would. Gilbert, I know you're gonna love this, but but if they're from the Underdark, if we destroy the tunnel, that won't do much. But if we burn the walls, that'll do something from just other bands of goblins coming back. They won't be so safe. I don't know. I think we need. I don't. I like building things, and I don't like breaking things. But if we're just leaving it with no one here, bad's gonna come in here.
I mean, it's better than when we left it. There's no more goblins here, so
No, but goblins came the next day, right?
they've been
And
here
there were
for
signals,
They've been here for a
and
year.
they were signaling. No, well, they were signaling other bands of goblins, and there's at least a few still out there. If they still have safety,
But we
I'm
killed
not saying
their
they shouldn't.
Wesley. We killed their leader. That's how goblins work. When you kill their leader, they disband and do their little. Like they need a
But they'll
strong leader
still
to
have
command them.
They'll still have walls, and they'll grow from that.
What do you suggest then? We just wait here for the goblins to come and kill them in little packs?
No. I don't really know if making a cave in on that tunnel will really do anything.
I
But
don't think
if
the
we
goblins
burn the
come into
palisade, if we burn the palisades, mostly, not all the way, but at least mostly, that's easy, and they won't be so secure if they get, I don't know, uppity again.
I don't
I
think
don't-
we have to worry about the goblins. What were you gonna say, Alex?
I don't really think setting all the walls on fire is a good idea, considering we're in the center of a forest.
Well, I mean, there's a parameter. I mean, it's not right by the forest. If it was going to burn everything down, I wouldn't say it.
It's also where this amulet
Ah.
is. There's like history relating to this amulet. Apparently, there's a reason that we're here. Other than the reasons that we think we're here. There's something going on with this tapestry and this amulet. It's not a coincidence that we just found a tapestry and then walked upon a fortress that had the amulet on the tapestry. There's something going on
Yeah.
here that we don't understand and we don't see. I don't think it's a good idea to burn it down.
No,
I
I'm,
think-
I'm not saying burn everything down. I'm just like, let's put some holes in the walls or something.
I'm not really into the burning idea. I think we should just go back to town and try to decipher that book more. And you could work on your shot. Your
Those
weird
druids
thing.
won't like them fixing it because it'll cut down trees. I don't know.
think
I
the
don't know.
druids care
Well, I
much.
vote
Also, I don't
for
think there are
not
enough
burning it
goblins.
down.
I
Yeah,
mean,
'cause, well, what if we have to come back?
at most you might have a small group of maybe 3 goblins, like what was with Buggy Bear, but I think most of them are dead.
We've came here
Okay.
and done what we were meant to do. Let's just go. If we don't want to go onto the basement and kill the things down there, then there's no reason to stay.
Yeah, but I'm ready to leave.
All right,
Me
let's
too.
get consensus.
Mhm.
That's 4.
Yeah,
5.
let's go.
Wesley will
Yep.
vote with the majority.
Okay.
Gilbert looks kind of, disappointed, but he'll go with the group.
Okay. There's still probably enough crappy rations for you to stock yourselves.
Oh, we probably need to get some water too, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. So
They
can we
were
take a moment
surrounded by
to well, we have a well.
that too.
Actually, any water's fine. I have my purify food and drink spell.
Oh, cool.
So you get
so-
some water and some food, and then you figure you purify it.
Yep.
With the party loot, how much iron from the armory can we carry?
We are, as mentioned before, pretty way down already. And we have a good ways to walk.
We also still have we still have stuff buried as well, which has a lot of iron in it.
Yeah.
That's
true.
right. That's right. We do.
Yeah,
But
there's a
we'll
half
still be
plate.
there 'cause
chainmail.
I don't remember us hiding it very well.
No, it was hidden pretty well actually.
Yeah, because Wesley was like, putting it behind a bush doesn't do that.
Yeah.
Don't judge bush camouflage.
So this wasn't the one that Puddles just threw a stick on top of the stuff and said it's hidden.
Well, he
This
re-hit
was-
it. He hit it
thought-
after I hit it.
Oh, he did. Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense. Okay.
I mean, we'll find it if it's there. But
Um,
we have a decent amount of loot. We've got like a good amount of gold. Yeah, I don't think we necessarily need to.
Are those darts just darts? Because we did kind of like sit around, analyze things.
I mean, we didn't really. None of us said we were looking at the darts.
Okay.
We can do that on the way back. We got a long way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I miss Buggy Bear.
He was a bugbear. I don't really. He was a bugbear.
I
He
don't
was a
get
bug.
him. He
I
had.
would say I missed how cuddly he was, but his fur was all matted with all sorts of crap.
But he, like, when he left, he was a very well armed and a very well provisioned and a very well dressed Buggy Bear.
Wait, cuddly. Liar, can I have my pillow back?
Sure, Alex.
What is Lyra doing with your pillow, huh? And I gave you both the double wink.
I gave it to her while Nyx was away, so she could have something.
Ah, so you let her have it, huh?
Oh God,
Borrow.
Yes,
Mr.
that's
Alex.
That's what I
Check for
just
carrots
said.
and cucumbers.
What?
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 Check for carrots and cucumbers. You
Why
don't
would
know where
I?
that's been now.
Yes, I do. It was on the ground underneath Lyra.
That's what I'm saying.
But that I do know where it's been.
But make sure
Kira's
there's
just looking at Wesley like he's insane and she has no idea what he's talking about.
and
I'm going
just
to
looking
whisper
at
to
Gilbert
Thrust. I'm
As a carrot falls out of her pack.
just
No.
going to whisper to Thrust. Why is Wesley talking about carrots and cucumbers? I'm confused.
He's a close-minded boy. Let's just
What?
child on the farm, you know. You've
Ah.
you've got to remember his background.
Oh. I'm still confused about the carrots and cucumber thing.
Just ignore it. It's fine.
Well, here's my question for you. How come whenever you throw up, you see carrots? You never eat a carrot, but you still see carrots. Where the hell's that come from?
Speak for yourself.
I eat plenty of carrots.
I eat lots of carrots.
Yeah. Well, should we go before Wesley has more carrots and cucumbers?
Probably.
Yeah,
Let's
we
do
should
it.
go.
I walk up to Thrust and whisper, at least I didn't mention zucchini.
Yeah, let's just
That's the
avoid
only reason anybody would grow zucchini. They're gross. They are absolutely
Actually-
gross.
The only thing about zucchinis I like is zucchini bread. I love zucchini bread.
Zucchini bread is amazing.
All right.
They're
Zucchini bread
impossible to
aside.
blow up.
What, the
I
bread or
took a
zucchini?
summer with this, and you cannot blow up a zucchini.
Okay. I don't care about zucchini. So I'm gonna veto the zucchinis conversation. Let's get you guys on the road. So you go back out into the forest, and it's the same as when you came. It feels awful. It feels
Aw.
dark, dreary, sad, somber. Feels like you're lost all the time. And as soon as you're in it again, you get all the feelings return. It's not better. It's not worse. It's the same.
Maybe if we sang a song on the way back, you'll cheer the forest up.
I'm not really good at singing.
I didn't say you had to be.
Oh. Wouldn't the forest be upset by bad singing though?
I don't know why. I would assume by now it would appreciate any singing.
Not known for us to like singing, to be honest, Gilbert. It's usually drunk people.
Maybe the druid would like
First,
singing.
You get one bad review, and Forrest can't just make it good with you anymore.
So, Lyra, how do we get out of here?
Decent singing.
Survival checks.
Survival checks indeed.
I'll give inspiration.
I say we go that way, and I point in a random direction.
Does that help me though?
It can. If you want to use bardic inspiration, that's okay.
Yeah, you should. Just because it only lasts 10 minutes, so you may as well use
Yeah.
it.
Dang it, I don't have the dice roller for once. Isn't it a D6?
D6.
Or
D6. Next level, it'll be a D8.
sweet. Oh,
Is that a 13?
so a 13.
No, that's not the song at all. No lumberjack song.
What?
This is how it's.
Who's posting stuff in?
Oh. Okay, so you do some surviving. You want to go west? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, whichever
Towards
way we
the
came.
town.
Towards
To the road.
town.
We came from this way, I think.
Out of character.
Spoken like a
Not in
true person with
character.
no self-direction.
I
This
really
is good.
don't though.
I have to say, fuck, burn!
No sense of direction is what I really meant to say. Sorry. I believe that you have some sort of self-direction, but maybe not sense of direction.
I don't have a sense of direction. It's fine. I understand.
Okay, so you're gonna make it So like you leave the thing, and as you get out here, you get to the cliff, and you realize where you are. You can see out over the cliff. There's hills and woods for as far as you can see.
Should we climb? What time is it? Can we climb down before nightfall?
Yeah, it's definitely getting later, but it's not quite dark.
Do
Alex,
is
you
this
have
near?
good, you have a good voice.
Is this near our rope,
Thanks.
or
No.
does anyone
I
have
am.
a rope that we can use?
Yeah, let me just
we
tie it.
I thought we picked that rope up anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll tie it off.
I can't have my rope because my rope is tying up those 3 dead people.
Alex will sing one song and one song only. Thrust sings the next 12.
Okay, so everybody climbing down needs to make either an acrobatics or a strength.
I will
athletics.
try to go down first.
Ass.
Alright. You said an acrobatics or strength?
Or athletics, yeah, either one's fine. Because you have the rope.
Do I need to make multiple checks like last time?
Just one. Just one.
Okay. I'll wait at the bottom to
Going
catch someone if they slip off the rope.
That's what I'm really worried about.
Alright, so athletics. Here's my athletics.
Okay, Gilbert, you burn up your hands going down. It's like you can't quite hold on to the rope
Did
properly.
mine come out? Because I don't see mine.
You got
10.
10.
You
You, had,
got
you
it.
clicked on the
Oh,
party.
10. On the party thing back? Hold on,
Yeah.
let-
You burn your hands on the rope, so they're quite hurt, but you're okay.
Ah!
Lyra, you're okay. Wesley, you're fine. The other two obviously are okay.
When Gilbert gets to the bottom, seeing his hands all burned up, I'll just kind of gently take his hands and do 1 point of lay on healing, just to patch that up.
Thank you! And I give you a big
Welcome.
hug.
Oh, okay. Pat Gilbert on the back like an awkward friend hug.
Okay. So that means you make it down to like here.
Climbing speed, does she just get down? Or-
You guys. Oh, Nyx has climbing speed. She's fine.
Okay, just making sure.
And there's no Poochie RIP. So, you're down, and I'll give you the square for free. Now you want to go left. As you get back into the woods again off of the cliff, you will have to survive again.
I'll do another inspiration. Just like, don't get us lost, Lyra.
Oh, how inspiring.
Yeah, I'm an intimidator.
Let me just.
You guys
get
are
you
so nice to
intensely
Lyra.
lost just because you're so mean.
It's how Thrust motivates people. He's not nice when it comes to that.
He is the worst person to come to. It's like, hey, how do I be more like you? Well, okay.
I have 7 wisdom. I'm not the person you want advice from.
All right, Lyra, do the thing.
I say we have to go this way, Lyra, this way.
Back up the cliff.
We are not listening to Gilbert.
You should. It's a good show.
You have a inspiration as well.
Yep, I just have to pull up dice rollers, so it takes a minute.
Okay. That 25 would have been nice though.
It would have.
Yeah, it would
I'm
have
sure it
been,
would've
yeah.
All right, so with a 17, you guys are gonna get 2 squares to the west.
What's
If you'd like to change your direction, let me know.
we know west is to the road, right?
I think so.
Well, yeah. Everyone's okay. Keep going this way. What time is it? Should we be resting soon or?
Yeah, at this point, it's getting quite late. You maybe have like an hour before it gets dark.
Should we take a minute to set up camp before it gets too dark?
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so you stop where you are and you set up camp.
Yep. And I'll just retro saying as we passed by Peach's grave, I gave him one more silent prayer and just moved on.
Okay. Okay.
Thrust will take first watch. If anyone wants to join him, he's happy to have the company.
Wesley will join you. Get some more
Alex,
insight, but he's gonna do a wisdom check.
Yeah.
Alex isn't necessarily going to take first watch with them, but he's going to stay awake and kind of go through the half-written book.
And Gilbert will actually take a watch with Savannah.
Okay.
All right, that's 2. That's 2 watch. Or no, 3 watch.
Lyra can do 2, so.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Lyra's taking 2. Wesley and Thrust are taking 1.
Oh, you have a point.
And that'll be with Savannah on the third one.
Okay, and
Alex will be up for
That's
second watch.
still only 3 watches.
Lyra, I mean.
Yeah.
Alex will be up for second watch.
Okay.
And
Do we make?
We only need 3 total watches because Lyra takes 2.
Yeah. Should
Okay.
you can roll Wesley for perception. I'm not very good at it.
Oh, are you gonna let me do that? Oh, that's so generous.
I'm helping. You can. Do
You should
it
let.
with advantage if you like.
After that, you need to do it yourself. Do it yourself, Thrust.
14.
See, look at that. Wesley sucks.
I would have rolled like a.
Still just,
I would have a 7
I'm still
and a
just picking.
13.
I'm still just Thrust spraying about like. Well, I mean, people are really mean to me a lot of the times. And, like, they seem nice, but they still be cursed items. And like, what would you do about that? And we just talk about that. So it's a 14.
Distracting, yeah. Does anything kill us in our sleep?
That's a good question.
Yes. Do
I'd
we
say so.
survive?
So you're good. It's very like jumpy. You feel jumpy in the night. Throughout your watch, you hear sounds in the woods, things scurrying, moving about, the wind rustling all the branches.
It's mostly Wesley noticing this, and he jumps, but then he just like entirely ties up like Thrust's 2 perception points worth of perception with questions.
Okay, Alex, which book are you deciphering? You have
The one in Old Common that we found in the secret room.
the unfinished one.
Pendant.
The book of
Halia
Gary.
Yeah.
Okay. After spending some time, this one is definitely the easiest of the 2 that you have to decipher. And it tells you a bunch of stuff about how the amulet works, and I'm going to translate it into game speak now for you. Okay?
Oh boy.
I'll paste it afterwards, but let's just go through it. It does a lot. And so this is what the book tells you the amulet does. It says,
how far do I get through the book?
You're just going to
get
get
the 8 hour.
Yeah, you'll get the important information out of it.
I'll mark my exhaustion.
So once per long rest, a wielder who is pure of heart, is what the book says, may channel divine power from the amulet, unleashing a bright light which blinds all non-pure creatures in a 10-foot radius with a line of sight on the caster, unless they pass a DC 10 con save. This effect lasts 1 minute or until they pass a DC 10 con save on the end of their turn. Alternatively, a good user, pure user, whatever, may channel the amulet's divine power to function exactly like the blindness spell, with a chance or with a save of DC 12. It also details that those who are not pure of heart, coming into contact with the amulet, will get a feeling of dread. Uh, it does not subside until they cease contact with the amulet. Those users who might feel dread should not attempt to use the amulet, else they will suffer um, consequences of its effects. So, if depending on how evil you are, worse things will happen. And it specifically says that there's a lot of text that I wrote. If the user is non-evil, the area of effect occurs, and they suffer the effects of the amulet's power, but with a DC 15 con save to try to save to it. And otherwise, the spell is normal. If the user is evil, they suffer the effect of the spell, regardless of a save, no matter what, for a full minute. And they take radiant damage, 40 damage. A user who has demonstrated significant goodness and or gained the favor of the gods is said to be bestowed with greater power through this item. Those are all the things that it says. I'm going to paste it for you guys.
Whoa.
It's a pretty fucking amazing item.
Gonna accidentally blind thrust.
It might be easier, Jim, if you just make a handout.
Maybe.
But yeah, but you're gonna accidentally blind thrust.
Gonna accidentally blind everyone.
As long as I'm within 10 feet of you,
Hey.
yeah.
Gilbert's pure.
10-foot
He knows
radius.
exactly what he wants.
I will restate radius. So
Oh,
20-foot circle.
Yeah, as long as we stay 10 feet away from you, we'll be okay.
This is the second time party members have been flashed by party members in this episode.
Thrust was thoroughly unimpressed when he was flashed.
That's fair.
I just imagine now that Alex has a better understanding of it, that his body's now covered in like a glitter type substance, and he just looks a little bit shinier.
I've not been reading Twilight. That was not the book I read. Oh boy.
Yeah, that thing can do a lot. Now, when you say good user, do you mean like the good alignment, or like anything that's not chaotic?
I mean the good alignment.
Actually, what is Gilbert? What did I put Gilbert down? I put Gilbert down for chaotic good. All right, I can half touch it without feeling weird.
Throughout the night while reading the book, Alex has just been taking notes off to the side
Going
to remember the
around,
shenanigans.
going around and touching everybody's forehead to the amulet to see who has a reaction.
Nah.
Oh, yeah, I have to watch out for this one. Take some notes.
No, that's what Lyra would have done with it. That is not what Alex would do with it.
Alex is too busy reading.
Like, it's like, here, can you wear this? Why? I want to see if you combust into flames. Oh, okay.
Okay, so you've got your handouts for those, and
Sweet.
these I will admit this to you, group of seasoned veterans, that this is my first go of creating some items for you.
Oh,
These are the
cool.
items that you've
I
received
think
today.
they're pretty interesting.
I think they're
Yeah.
interesting. They're a little complicated, but I wanted them to be something a little bit better than just like you get a +1 sword and
Yeah.
more interesting.
On the
So-
last game I GM for you guys, I started to make my own items too, but we didn't really get to use that dragon sword very much.
No,
It's okay. We'll use all the items this time. At least once before we die.
Dies in the night. Well, crap.
So Alex will just kind of share the notes he's written down throughout the night. And he looks tired as shit. Like more tired than usual. It's hard, but he managed.
Yes. And so you realize that there's basically two modes for this amulet. You can do like a line of sight, single target spell with it once per day, or once per long rest, or you can do one AoE spell with it per long rest.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
And you also know it can get stronger if you exhibit good things or whatever.
I exclusively exhibit good things and laziness.
Cool.
Right?
I mean, okay.
I need to rest in order to better meet Shield the next day.
More importantly, does Alex die in his sleep?
The item kills me.
TB's reading his book.
Well, my question is, if he wears the ring and the amulet, do they cancel each other out?
Alex doesn't really wear the ring. It's just kind of in his pocket. The ring is a bad item.
Bad juju.
Bad juju.
Bad juju, man. Don't wear that.
Okay, so you've learned some things about your item. Anybody else need to do anything else while they're sleeping?
Nope.
No.
During
Not
my
really.
watch, I'm gonna check on my spider because you said it's almost there.
Yeah. And when I wake up during my watch towards the last one with Lyra, I'm also gonna look at the spider with her.
Okay, so as you sit the egg out for the day or whatever, you see it sort of start to wriggle and shake next to you, and a hole appears, and a single spider crawls out. It's about the size of a tarantula, so it's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
Bigger than one might imagine, but it's a single one, which is obviously odd to those of you who know anything about spiders in real life. The fact,
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
yeah.
in like pods of
Right.
thousands.
Yeah.
but these
But
are
these are
much
giant
larger
wolf
spiders.
spiders.
Yeah.
Right. So this one has one in the egg, and so when it hatches, it comes out, and it sort of just like looks around and sits there.
I
It's-
just stare at
it's a
it.
spider.
Oh, I'm like, oh.
Imprint.
So
Imprint.
pretty.
Time to cast Speak with the Animals.
Yes, it is.
I just stare at the
So
same
it's a
eyes.
baby.
I'm like, this
So
is
I don't know how well that's gonna turn out.
This is so cool. Lyra, this is so cool. Have you ever seen this before?
I've seen baby spiders before, but I've never hatched one.
Yeah, I get as close as I can without scaring it and just stare at it and all.
Okay. You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts for the duration. Knowledge and awareness of many beasts is limited by their intelligence. They can give you information about nearby locations and monsters, including whatever they can perceive or have perceived within the past day. You might be able to persuade a beast in all favor for you at the DM's discretion. Okay. What would you like to say to this beast?
Hey, little buddy. And I'm just gonna kind of poke him a little. Just not mean like, just
Like you're
You know-
trying to pet him or something.
you know when when you have like a small creature and you just kind of use one finger to pet it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of thing. That
And you're like, dance,
no.
good trick.
That's
away,
when,
Will.
That's when Wesley comes up behind us going, "Dance for me!" Pa, 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 pa.
This is not a peacock spider. Go away, Will.
I don't even.
Those
wanna
things
go
are
there.
crazy.
Peacock
Peacocks-
spiders, they dance and they have like this their abdomen like flips up,
Yeah.
and they're all colorful and pretty, and they're adorable, but tiny and colorful.
I never even heard of that before.
Give me a second. I will send you picture. I can't send video, but I can send picture.
That's okay. I don't want picture.
But they're cute and
I'm not-
colorful.
Not everyone shares your love
I'm
of
not,
Brian
I'm
doesn't
not,
like spiders.
I'm not a spider lover. I'm sorry.
But they're colorful.
still a spider.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Still spider. I'm trying to think of something else that's colorful and nasty, but nothing's coming to mind.
Because usually
colorful and
colorful
nasty.
things are not nasty.
If I was gay, I'd say a vagina, but I'm not gay, so.
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know how colorful that is, but
I am not sure that tracks.
definitely not the same.
But that's cool that the spider actually dances.
Yeah,
Learn new
that's
things
how it
every day.
attracts its mate.
Of course.
Nature.
Nature, bro.
It's disgusting.
Makes me want to throw
No.
up.
I'm waiting for the voice that Jim's gonna put on for the little baby spider.
The spider looks at you and says,
Nice.
I like that.
Jim,
one.
Love
Jim.
it.
No, Jim, you got it wrong. It's supposed to say, not the mama.
Oh, that's good. That was satisfying.
"You're welcome."
Okay, cats speak with animals as often as you can, Savannah.
It doesn't really know much more than that. You can try to ask it things or talk to it more, but yeah, it mostly
You gotta teach it.
it's mostly just happy to be in this world.
Kill it.
Okay.
Its innocence is still intact.
Keep it
Kill
away
it.
from Alex or it'll eat it.
Only after it dies.
What's it saying, Lyra?
It's just saying mama. That's it.
Oh,
And I'll just kind of pick it up and kind of like cradle it, pet it a little bit more.
Mhm.
Disgusting.
and I will try to take a finger and pet the spider too, if it'll let me.
I'll tell the
Uh,
spider to be nice as he does that.
Yeah, I mean, it does allow this.
So
We've got a baby spider.
So what's a baby spider eat? Milk? I don't think we got any milk.
No.
Insects.
When they're smaller, they eat insects, but like certain tarantulas and stuff, they'll eat like small, like tiny birds and tiny rodents and stuff.
It's
I mean,
a
let's
big
be
boy.
honest. When it gets bigger, it's gonna eat some. It's gonna eat some critters.
It's gonna eat
Yeah.
people. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
eat
eat a lot of meat.
goblins and
I mean, some spiders eat their parents when they're born. Thankfully, not wolf spiders. But
Oh, we missed a golden opportunity.
Truly.
like mama, and it licks its lips.
wolf spiders don't do that. But like, there's a lot of spiders that eat their parents for nutrition
Really?
when they're first born.
Yeah.
Yes, it's
That's
a big
rad
thing.
job.
The parents obviously let them do it. Like,
Yes,
yeah.
they do.
It's not like a.
It's not
fighting
like
thing.
the little baby spiders just overrun their parents and eat them without their consent.
I mean,
It's
that sounds
just-
pretty- sounds pretty good.
It's just a thing. Spiders are weird. That's why I like them.
Wonderful. Very good. So now you've got a little buddy.
Oh, we
Keep
got a
him-
big buddy now.
Okay, start
You're
the
pretty sure
episode
it's a-
count.
You're pretty sure it's a he spider.
How would I know it's a he?
You know.
You can't tell whether they're females or
No.
males.
Okay, then
God
it's a
has
they
spoken.
spider. You don't know.
You know.
You don't
It
know
is
then.
the same thing as a kitten. You pick it up and it's really uncomfortable, and you just look.
No, you can't look at a spider. Like, it doesn't work that way. They're arachnids.
But it's a
Guys.
giant spider.
But this is also D&D, so anything goes.
No,
said
you-
know.
I trust your expertise. You can tell me whether it's a boy or girl.
We're not
Or
saying
whether
it
you
has a
can't tell.
web sack.
Or a neither. Maybe who knows what.
You
Maybe
could
your
tell
spiders
by
don't have
maybe
gender.
You could tell maybe by their outside colors, but no,
Well,
their
then you
sexual
know.
organs are inside.
Oh,
You
so you have no
know.
fucking idea what
Yeah.
kind of sexual organs this spider has.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't
But
matter. You're
I
right.
could tell by the coloring or the size in wolf spiders' cases. I'm sorry, guys. I'm a dork.
Alex is just kind of. Alex is sighing off to the side as they're noisy over the spider while he's trying to read.
Well, all the because you read throughout the entire night, right?
Yep.
Oh, it's like Alex, come check out the spider.
I'm busy.
Let's call him Joey.
Joey?
Yeah.
Why Joey?
Why Joey?
Name him Wesley.
What?
Because I didn't want to name him Wesley.
Oh,
We're not naming him Leslie.
Okay.
I don't think
then
Wesley
what's-
would be happy with that anyway.
Okay, how about we call him Spider. Chomp Chomp.
Spider Bro.
There we go.
I mean, that sounds kind of dehumanizing, doesn't it?
You don't get
What
to
if we-
chime in. You're asleep.
What if you
you're
called him
asleep.
some sort of like Spider-Man?
No, you're asleep.
Shut the fuck up.
We're not naming him Spider-Man.
All right,
much as
Spider-Woman.
I
I don't know
love
his
that.
gender.
Stop sleep talking.
Let's
Yeah.
call
Go
him
back to sleep,
Scooter. Let's call him Scooter.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Scooter is nice. I like that. It's
To
like
be
a good
fair-
little pet name.
There is nothing called a scooter in this world.
Is
Sure.
now. He's right there.
He's right there.
And you're asleep.
It's a halfling name.
It's definitely a halfling name if it's any kind of name.
Yeah. I think it's cute. I think that's a good name. We will call him that.
Okay.
Scooter.
The journey
Now
of Scooter
get-
begins.
Now get big fast so I can ride you.
He'll live for about 3 episodes.
I
No! Don't say
am a
that.
benevolent
The
god.
first fireball he dies. He'll jump out to protect you and just
Spiders don't like fireball. We'll say that.
No.
You better be
Anytime we go
very.
into any danger, he will be very carefully hidden, and I will cast Speak with Animals and tell him to stay where he is.
When we get back to town, we should have some janky leather armor crafted for your spooter.
I already have some really janky leather armor, but I want to know, DM,
You're asleep.
we should,
what does Nick sound
should-
like?
we should make him a pet cage made out of studded leather or plate mail, so he can go in there and have his own little hidey hole made.
I feel like plate would be too heavy, but we could
Yeah.
possibly make him like. Actually, we could make like a metal backpack for Gilbert that he could just climb into and
That
hide.
really sounds
Like,
more
have a
like
lid to.
bucket
I'm
job.
not a hider.
No,
for
but the spider could hide inside of it.
It's going to
Spider-
take a while for him to
Say-
grow up.
Yeah, it's gonna take a long time. We need to find something
Like
that
have
will
a met,
last.
Oh,
like have a
wait,
metal kind of container that you could hold on your back and seal that he could just climb into and hide when things get too
Well, I'm kind of
dangerous.
now that I'm thinking of it, I'm kind of worried that metal would get him too hot too fast.
Okay.
Depends if we're fighting against fire things.
Snore,
This might be a
snore,
Wesley job.
snore. Or why don't we send him to Hestia? Snore, snore, snore.
We could do that.
We should give Wesley exhaustion one because obviously he's awake.
That's fair. That's
You can't never. No, you can't send a spider to Hestia. She'll kill it or she'll freak out.
No, we can't.
Oh,
and
she'll
both
turn
me
it
and
into a
Wesley would
potion.
know that.
She's like, oh, ingredients, thank you.
No, in our luck, we send it to her and she mail it back, going, Here is your bug repellent. Thank you for the main ingredient.
No, she would immediately panic and probably cast a fireball on the spot.
But what if Wesley said, "Hey, you can get free kissy time"?
What?
She would still panic and immediately cast fireball on the spot.
No kissy time for Hestia.
She hates spiders.
Kissy,
It's kissy time.
No kissy
Yeah, we
time.
can't send that to Hestia. Both me and Wesley would know that. Wesley, what's wrong with you?
But she loves kissy time.
Does she though?
Snore, snore, snore. I'm uncomfortable.
But she watched spiders eat her
awake.
She watched spiders eat her entire town. She don't want no spider.
Yeah, no.
That is very true.
There's no way
Spiders
she
ate
has
her
like a
entire
serious
town? Oh,
arachnophobia.
wow.
Yeah, they were
Okay.
humongous spiders.
Dwarfs
She don't
are
like no
weird.
spiders.
Dwarfs are weird, right? I mean, like, maybe they don't give no shits about spiders.
No one likes spiders, except Lyra.
Lyra likes
And the
all
dr-
animals.
If you want someone who likes spiders, find a drow. Yes,
Too
that's
much-
racist.
Too much sense. And yes, but yes.
Okay, do we get to morning?
You do. You get to morning. You're all set. It's real spooky, but you're okay. And Alex, you have exhaustion 1, and I don't know,
Yep.
Wesley, do you have exhaustion? That's up to you.
No, he was sleeping.
No, he was awake. He fully enhanced that conversation.
Oh. Okay, so let's go.
Wesley's just shenanigans.
Yes. It's fine. I don't care. I'm just being silly.
Oh, and Gilbert will give a small blanket to Lyra, which he used to use on Poochie. It's clean, but it should be nice enough for the spider to lay down in and be comfy.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's get a survival roll.
I give it inspiration.
I inspired her too, just because of my presence.
Alex is kind of trailing in the back, just kind of dozing. Like, he's spacing out a bit.
Ooh,
Inspiration,
Big old 6. Big old 6.
please.
5.
Hey!
Oh,
Close
five,
enough.
not bad. Yeah.
Okay, which direction would you like to go?
Straight west.
You make it 2 squares to the
Nice.
Let me just roll another one.
Inspiration again. Oh, boom. 18.
Okay, you make it 2 more squares to the west. As the sun crests,
Nice.
it seems to be as bright as it's going to get for the day.
I'm gonna cast Druidcraft real quick just to see what the weather's gonna be like for the next 24 hours.
Sounds good.
Thunderstorm.
Do you want me to link it?
Nope.
Okay.
You see, my a sprinkle of rain, but it's not as dense as maybe it could be, and lots of wind.
Okay. We should be mostly covered by tree cover. Hopefully Nyx doesn't freak out. Another survival.
I'm not doing
Uh,
inspiration
yes.
this time.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Damn.
okay. 7.
You,
No. How about it's that 7? Well, at least it's no not 1, but still it's bad.
Wait, do the or inspirations have an expiration date? Because I never used mine.
You have to do it before.
You have to call it beforehand.
Dang, before I make the roll completely, or before
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
says no?
You have to call it before the roll.
Aw.
Because you have to decide whether you're doing the roll with advantage or not.
Okay,
But you still have it.
makes sense. Yes, I do still have it. I've never used it because I didn't know exactly how it worked. I'm just here.
So what happens without
So-
7?
You think you're going the right way, but in reality you're not. You end up going south a bit, and you don't know this at the time, and you get to a mountain pass sort of deal where it's like you're going down some hills, that are relatively steep. And so, let me take you there. I have to copy token.
I kind of like pull on Lyra's sleeve when, Lyra, I don't remember us going through mountains.
I don't either. Maybe we take a wrong turn.
Oh, we have been paying attention to Scooter a lot. I mean, maybe
Yeah.
we were distracted.
Uh,
Thrust, have you seen Scooter?
I did, yes. You showed me. He's a cutie, as they say. Little
as they
cu-
say.
cutie patootie.
Patootie.
He's a patootie. Scooter the cutie patootie.
All right.
Yeah.
So you get to this sort of mountainy pass.
Where are we?
Different map.
Up top? Here we go. Okay.
Here up top.
Are those fire bushes or just no? Those are just different color bushes. Okay.
No, they're fire bushes. You gotta harvest them for them fire berries.
Okay, let's go.
Which
They'll warm up your belly and burn your asshole.
I don't remember Alex ever speaking like that.
Oh.
Either.
Me
Alex
possessed.
doesn't speak.
He's possessed by an Irishman.
I found the path, guys. It's just over here. We just go down here, right? That was the first way
I
myself.
suppose so. Although, I don't remember mountain passes.
I also
Not
don't
me
remember,
either.
but you're taking us the quick way back, right, Lyra?
Of course,
Maybe?
yeah.
Except Lyra doesn't lie, so she's just, I don't really know.
Well, if we're going this way, Gilbert will take the lead. Watch over Scooter back there.
I'll just kind of put him in the pack and hope he stays.
Yeah, I'll just
Okay.
walk beside Gilbert, because
Jim, just let me know if I'm supposed to stop.
Very good. So just go sort of the way you want to. Are you all going with them?
It won't let me move.
I'll move you.
Why?
Move it.
That's okay. You're not supposed to move.
Thank
You're
you.
just supposed to stay there with us.
yeah. Like,
You're
I
supposed
assume...
to watch Scooter. Don't worry about moving.
Who
Alex
has
is just
Scooter? Is
lagging.
it Gilbert or Lyra?
Me.
Lyra, okay.
It's Lyra. She's far back, and I don't want Scooter in the midst of battle.
Yeah.
All right.
Should
Why
happen.
don't you guys stop for me? Put yourselves where you should be with Gilbert at the current position.
I imagine we're not getting that far away from each other.
Yeah, like, we're
With
just
Wesley
traveling.
and Lyra's small, slow movement.
Yeah,
So-
I was gonna stay further back, just in case, because he's right. Spider is fragile.
Where are the other two?
I am staying in the back, but Wesley has not moved.
I'm anxious to give my new lance a try, although I'm pretty sure it works just like any other lance.
You don't know that.
So at this point, Wesley, is that where you want to be?
I will probably follow Alec.
Okay, put yourself where you want to be. And it is the point at which Wesley moves to where he wants to be that you hear a terrible, terrible screeching sound, which sounds like the cacophony of more than one, more than two, many different animals screeching. Give me a perception check from Wesley because he has the best passive.
Thrust, I haven't heard this much noise since the one time I drunkenly sat down on a possum.
Wesley, you don't know. You can't distinctly make out all the sounds, but you hear, at the very least, the bleat of a goat, as well as a number of other sounds.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
And it is at this point
I'd be more concerned if it was sheep.
which I would like to cut for the night.
Oh, man. Okay, good
Oh
stealth employs.
man, cliffhanger. Okay.
And mostly on time this time.
Yeah.
This isn't right.
I know.
Yeah.
I gotta do other shit tonight.
Yeah.
So
Oh, yeah,
that's my
almost on
cliffhanger
time,
for you.
yeah. All right.
Makes sense.
It's appropriate since we're hanging on a cliff.
Yes.
Literally.
Yes, it does.
All right.